watching Embracing the Challenge, a Pig Trail Nation special.
Well, welcome back. Another challenge that 2020 has presented us is navigating all the restrictions with a brand new coaching staff. Since the day that he put pen to paper and became the head coach at Arkansas, Sam Pittman has called this place his dream job.
You know, it means everything. You know, you hear about dream jobs. Well, it's the truth. I mean, this is the best job in the country. I know I'm the head coach here, and that's easy to say and all that, but I really mean it. And I think we've surrounded ourselves with guys that think that the same thing I do.
Yeah, you know, Mike, the only person that's still here from the staff from before is the wide receiver coach, Justin Stepp. And so everyone's really been commended of Sam Pittman and the guys he's put around him.
Yeah, there were certainly a lot of questions, Alyssa, when Hunter Yurachek hired a man with no major college head coaching experience to try to dig the football program out of the biggest hole it's ever been in. But as soon as Pittman started announcing the staff that he was putting together, it started to make more sense. You hire Kendall Briles as your offensive coordinator. Suddenly you've got Felipe Franks, an SEC-proven grad transfer quarterback that you desperately needed.
I love working with him in the first place. And then, you know, when it comes to football, smart, you know, knows what he's talking about. That's the kind of guys that you want to be surrounded by.
Briles actually promotes the same offensive concept that Chad Morris tried and failed to make work in his 2 seasons on the Hill.
Got to be able to put our guys in space and allow them to play really fast. Pre and post snap.
But there are differences, the players say. Briles' tempo offense is easier to learn, but the biggest difference is simply that they have faith in it and the coach who is teaching it.
The offense that Coach Briles has, you know, brought in, I feel like it's a big impact on a lot of us with the O-linemen, the running backs, the quarterbacks, and the receivers. And I just think, like, you know, with that offense, it's an SEC offense.
On the defensive side, Pittman quickly hired Barry Odom, who'd been one of the best defensive coordinators around. Odom then hired Kentucky D-line coach Derek LeBlanc, and that hire lured yet another big-name grad transfer to Arkansas.
I came and I got a chance to watch film with Coach LeBlanc, and you know, he's a very smart guy, and he's very knowledgeable about the game. And I was like, that's who I want to play for. And, you know, I wanted to play under Coach Odom.
Xavier Kelly and JUCO transfer Julius Coates add size and quickness to the D-line. But Pittman said he knew when he took the job that this team needed a new defense, one that would work with the existing roster. Odom could provide that.
When we played against him here at Arkansas, over at Georgia, whatever it may be, his fronts were so multiple anyway that I knew that he could adapt to what we had.
And it isn't hard to buy into the challenge of a new defense when you can see the results.
I love this defense. It puts me in the best spots. It puts all our corners in the best position, you know, not being just one-dimensional, just because, you know, how Coach Odom teaches to us and how enthusiastic he be about it.
Another big hire was Brad Davis, who helped take Missouri from next to the last in the country in total offense in 2017 to 13th nationally in 2018. What kind of an impact has he had on the Razorbacks' struggling O-line?
His expectations are way higher than anybody's ever had for us before. He demands perfection in everything he does, and he coaches us as hard as he can because he wants us to be successful. He wants us to go win championships.
Now, what do we keep hearing over and over from the players? There are totally different expectations from our coaches this season. They push us harder. We're demanding more from ourselves. Well, the fans like this coaching staff. We see that over and over on social media, but the players, they're the ones that appear to be really happy.
Yeah, and that's all that matters, Mike. Yeah, you're exactly right. Everywhere you look, there's a new attitude, and it comes from the staff Sam Pittman has hired. Hunter Yurachek said that's what won Pittman over to him in the hiring process, and the names of the assistants that he brought in was definitely a plus as well. You know, you look forward to seeing what Kendall Briles and Barry Odom can bring to the table this year, because I know a lot of people are excited about a fresh new look on defense and a fresh new look on offense, but they didn't have any spring ball to get any kind of jump start. The SEC canceling spring workouts and the spring game in April before Arkansas could even get on the field. Facilities were shut down. Players had to go home. Just like everyone else during 2020, the SEC had to adapt following team meetings with their players over Zoom and, of course, select times each week that they were able to communicate with them. So, guys, again, it's hard enough having to learn things new. It's harder when you don't have a spring ball.
Yeah.
You know, spring ball is important, Alyssa, but it takes on a whole new meaning when you've got a new coaching staff, because you use the spring to teach a new offense, a new defense, use it to evaluate players that you don't know, and in the spring game, you get to see how it all works under game-like conditions, and this staff had none of that.
Yeah, you know, Mike hit the nail right on the head with that one. Not being able to have that time with the team is brutal. You know, as a staff, they really didn't know what type of players they were working with until August. And the only benefit really is that they had a lot of time to study that playbook. But putting it into action is a totally different situation.
Yeah, they've been dealing with COVID-19, a brand new coaching staff, and then you put the cherry on top. They have to play the hardest schedule in college football history with a 10-game SEC slate. It starts out right out of the gates with Georgia, and the Hogs say, bring it on. We will after the break.